You spent 12 years in a classroom, algebra, history, grammar, science, but not one teacher, not one textbook ever taught you how to build wealth. Today we are changing that. Here are the 5 assets that actually make people rich, and why school never told you about them. Asset 1. Stocks and index funds. The first asset is ownership in businesses through stocks and index funds. When you buy a share of stock, you own a real piece of a company. When that company grows, your investment grows with it. Index funds go even further. Instead of one company, you own a slice of hundreds at once. Less risk, more stability, consistent growth. The stock market has historically returned around 10% per year. Money invested consistently can double every 7 years through compounding. You don't need thousands to start. Many platforms let you begin with just $1. Start early, stay consistent, and let time do the heavy lifting. Asset 2. Real estate. The second asset is real estate, one of the most proven wealth builders in history. Property works in 2 powerful ways at once. First, the value increases over time. Second, if you rent it out, it generates monthly cash flow, income that arrives whether you work that day or not. You don't need to be wealthy to begin. Many investors start with one rental property, use the rent to cover the mortgage, and build their portfolio slowly from there. Even your own home bought at the right price quietly builds equity for you every single month. Real estate is tangible, stable, and has created more millionaires than almost anything else. Asset 3, your own business. The third asset, and the most powerful on this list, is owning a business. A business generates income that doesn't depend entirely on your time. You build systems, create processes, bring in people, and over time you own something that produces value beyond just yourself. You don't need to build a global company, a local service business, a freelance agency, an online store, a single profitable product. All of these can be structured as assets that grow in value over time. Every self-made millionaire got there through business ownership. Not by saving a paycheck, not by cutting expenses, by building and owning something. Start with one skill people will pay for. That is your foundation. Asset 4, intellectual property. The fourth asset is one most people never consider: intellectual property. Books, online courses, podcasts, YouTube channels, software, digital products. You create them once and they generate income for years, sometimes decades. A book earns royalties every time it sells. A YouTube video earns revenue every time it is watched, even years later. An online course sells to thousands while you are completely offline. This is passive income in its truest form. Your knowledge becomes an asset that works for you indefinitely. Ask yourself, what do I know that others want to learn? That answer has real monetary value. Asset 5, yourself. The fifth and most overlooked asset is you. Your skills, knowledge, reputation, and network determine your earning power for life. And unlike any investment, no market crash can ever take them away. Investing in yourself through books, courses, and real experience produces some of the highest returns of anything on this list. One skill that raises your income by $10,000 a year is worth hundreds of thousands across a career. The wealthiest people in the world never stop learning. They invest in their minds as aggressively as they invest in the market. 5 assets: stocks, real estate, business, intellectual property, and yourself. School taught you none of this, but now you know. Wealth is built by acquiring assets that grow and generate income over time. Pick one from this list, commit to learning everything about it, and take your first step this week. If this opened your eyes, hit like, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more every week. See you in the next one.